Hey guys, this is my review for Spec Ops: The Line. So in this game you play as a squad of soldiers who have gone into Dubai and are basically wandering around the city trying to look for one of the soldier people who were supposed to be there. I think his name was like John Conrad or something. And basically you're just trying to find this guy and try and work out what's been happening in the city that you're in. Basically the city's meant to be like evacuated, or they at least tried to evacuate it because there was some sort of storm or disaster which destroyed Dubai, and there were meant to be soldiers there who stayed from like America who stayed behind in the storm when they were all meant to have left, and then they were meant to try and help the people evacuate, but when you go there you find out that those soldiers are taking advantage of them. So then you wander through the city trying to find the leader so that you can stop him, and you have to make different decisions along the way because you see like weird things like people being hurt or being kept captive, or you have to make certain decisions in the game on how you're going to react. I don't think there were too many decisions during it. There's maybe like 3 or 4 on different stages that you actually have to like make a decision, and then it kind of just bases an outcome based on that. So it's kind of like testing how you would react. I think most of the times when I played it, I just chose to kill whoever. I didn't really care that much about giving them a chance. I just shot everyone I could find or destroyed them. But yeah, so this game's sort of a squad-based game, so it's you and 2 other soldiers, and then you have to like send your soldiers, well, you can like give them commands because you're the squad leader, and basically they just help you. Although I found that they weren't that helpful on the higher difficulty settings. If you're playing on like hard or hardest, it tends to be that your squad's actually more of a hindrance to you because they're just constantly dying, and then if you don't heal them before the time runs out, then you lose. It's kind of stupid that they do that because it's really just annoying that you have to like sit beside your squad constantly healing them, and now the reason that you're losing at the game. So I don't really like that. I prefer more solo games where you don't have to worry about your team being annoying and letting you down all the time. Otherwise, the storyline to this game is really good. Um, they really capture a lot of the stuff in this game quite well. You get to know a couple of the characters. You don't get to know them too well, but you learn a little bit about them. I think downside is probably that the game's very set. I mean, it's set in like this humongous ass city, but you're just constantly moving in a forward path. There's not really much else to do in the game. Graphics wise, it's really good. Everything looks pretty cool. You get like sandstorms and stuff that make the gameplay more interesting, so gameplay is pretty good for this game. Guns and weapons, I didn't really like them that much. They tended to be like just very generic-y sort of weapons. I didn't think there was anything too exciting in the game. Ammo-wise, I think usually you always have bullets. A couple battles you tend to run out, but it's not like a huge problem. The silences in this game definitely need work. I noticed a lot of the times when I used them, people still heard me or still knew I was there, which really annoyed me. Also, if you walk up behind someone, they know you're there, even though like they haven't seen you. Which, I mean, I guess they could technically have heard you, but still, it's just kind of annoying. Sniping's alright. I think there was only a couple of times where I had someone in my sight, but it didn't hit them because for some reason it just thought that there was something in the way of the bullet when there wasn't on the screen. So I guess they didn't go too close to the meshes with their collision detection in the game when they probably should have, especially since it's a shooter game, which you'd expect them to do really close collision detection on meshes, but they really didn't. Otherwise, the game's not just like shooting with guns. You also got Gatling turrets, and I think one of the missions you're on a truck with a grenade launcher, shooting grenades with like infinite ammo, which was weird. And you've also got helicopters that you fly in and you shoot the Gatling gun in the helicopter. But most of the time it's basically just you hiding behind something popping out and shooting and then moving on. There's not like a whole lot of variety to this game. Um, but yeah, but story-wise, it was really good, and graphics look great. Gameplay was pretty good. Downside is probably that it does become quite repetitive. I probably wouldn't want to play it twice because I mean, it was alright, but it's quite similar to a lot of other shooter games I've played before. So I don't think it's like one of those ones that you just want to keep on playing again and again, especially once you know the story. And then you've kind of already done all the decision makings in the game, so there's no real surprise to it. You can kind of work out what would happen if you had chosen a different decision at a certain point. But yeah, but if I had to give the game a ranking, I'd just give it a 7 out of 10 because it was a good game, but I mean, it's not perfect. It could use a bit of work. Probably something similar to this that I played. I might say Resident Evil, but I mean Resident Evil I probably found more fun than this, but I mean this game was still really good. It's a lot more fast paced than Resident Evil for sure, but I mean probably gameplay wise I'd probably say Resident Evil is similar to this. I think Resident Evil's definitely more over the shoulder rather than what they're doing with their characters, which is like more third person styled. And I don't think Resident Evil has the whole command your squad and have them attack people for you sort of thing, but still. It's probably what I would compare it to. Otherwise, yeah, if you don't agree with my opinion or you want to let me know what you thought of the game, then make sure to comment it below this video. Otherwise, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Okay guys, see ya.